I have the great pleasure now of installing Rikki Sheterline as Vice President for 2017 and 2018.
Waita next year will be the Warriors' home song, and we will only sing it on the 3 occasions that they win. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, nā mihi nui kia koutou. This speech could go on forever, but it's not going to. So much has happened that it could just, every time I listen to someone, I add a little piece, so araha mai. And I will read this because this is big. What we do is big, and you've just heard that again today. It's big for you, but hell, it's big for me. Te manakura, tēnā koe. Louise, I open my kōrero by thanking you and congratulating you on your leadership over the last 2 years. Not only are you a fantastic leader and done so well in uniting the wonderful team you have, but you're a really good friend. And we love you to bits. So thank you for your guidance, your advice and support. I ngā mema, I stand here today because you put your faith in me to take on the role of Vice President of NZEI Te Reoroa in 2017 and 18. I'm humbled by that support, and I thank you for privileging me with the role. Elections are a difficult time for all candidates, and first and foremost, I want to acknowledge Colin and Liam. A huge thank you to my branch, Central King Country, and to my 2 area councils, Taranaki and Waikato. You really are fantastic. I want to congratulate the members of our new executive for 2017-18. As a team, we have a great platform to build on, fabulous staff to support us in that work, and so much still to do. To those unsuccessful in your candidacy, as acknowledged, I acknowledge also there are lots of jobs out there that we will be putting your hands up for. I'm looking at the next 2 years from many angles. Some of you will know that I'm a hopeless romantic. Some of the lines today through the weekend have had me in tears without even thinking. So for me, the first thing's always about people. And when I think about people, I think about relationships. And I'll be doing all I can to ensure that the relationships within our organisation are incredibly strong, and that we strengthen those with those allies and not so allies that we have to work with as well, because that's where it has to go. We need to, over the next 2 years, you'll see me doing all I need to do to fulfil the role you have put upon me. Equally important, as you've heard from our bellbird, is the political context we will be working in. Over the last few days, we've heard many of the challenges that face us currently, and the strategic focus around the general election is absolutely critical. But we also have to make sure that the other work carries on, and that's everybody's job. To borrow a quote that is so right, it's not about us without us. You have to dig deep. You have to be courageous. We have to et too. So the wero is stand up, or show up, stand up, speak up. Paul reminded us about that election and the momentum from the campaigns and the actions and activities we must remain involved in, starting at 12 o'clock. The role you've given me is to both lead those and support everybody else involved in that. And another part is to support our wonderful incoming President, Linda. Linda, I am really looking forward to working with you, and this is where I'm going to choke up, so sorry. Your passion, your commitment and fortitude, and that's a word I hear a lot, has been evident since I first met you, and that was and still really is, for me personally, incredibly exhilarating. You're the right person in the right role at absolutely the right time. Kia ora koe. So to conclude, again, I thank you all, and I promise that the work ethic modelled by my mum and my dad, both unionists, will see me continue to work my butt off for those kids, for my kids, your kids, for our members, because it's our job to make sure that everything we do goes back to the kids in the middle of that whāriki. That's just simple as that. It's not hard. It's really difficult, but it's not a hard place to start from. So bring it on. E tū te reo roa. Nau mai, haere mai, nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa.